is Saturday, November 2nd, 2019. This is the Bulldog Unchained podcast. I am your host, the King of Villains, Bulldog Malenko. This is 30 Minutes of Mayhem. But before I jump into these questions, I just got to tell you people. So, this morning, I went out shopping with my father, the Emperor of Villains. And this man is going to be... This man's going to be 70 years old on December 29th, okay? And let me just tell you, for any of you out there who have parents who are getting up in years, you can probably relate to this, but I don't know if you can relate specifically to my situation, but my old man is getting crazier by the hour at this point. It's not even years, months, or weeks, or even days. It's hours. Like... the more time I spent with him, the more I was like, is he worse than what he was when he came to get me? Like, this is bad. Like, the man might be criminally insane at this point. But he's always fun to be around. I love my pops. He's a good guy. And obviously, I mean, he made me, right? And I'm the greatest thing since a fucking lava lamp. So, yeah. You know, from my father, the Emperor of Villains, you're welcome, Earth. So, yeah, suck on that. All right, let's get into these questions and see what kind of horse shit I have to answer today. Samantha asked, what would you consider to be a truly awesome and perfect 24 hours? What would you do or not do? Man. A perfect 24 hours? No joke. To be around 8 to 10 people that I love and just absolutely care about. And for us to be somewhere else, like Iceland or somewhere in Northern Europe, and just, you know, someplace gorgeous and beautiful, and just get to spend an entire day exploring together and having fun, and probably just have cameras and audio rolling just to capture all of that fucking insanity. That would be fantastic. Yeah, I think that's it. I would love to do something like that. Samantha again. What would be your song in a cheesy 80s boombox scene? I got this. I got it all for you, okay? It would be To Paw, Heart and Soul, and that is T''Pau. And for those, I guarantee you there are people right now that hear me say To Paw, Heart and Soul, and they're like, oh my God, I forgot all about that fucking song. What a great song. And there are people who have absolutely no idea what I'm talking about. And those people, once this show is over, right now, just grab a little piece of paper and jot down To Paw, Heart and Soul. T''Pau, Heart and Soul. And listen to that fucking song, and you're going to be like, God damn, what a great fucking song. Yeah, that's the cheesy 80s boombox scene, holding it above my head, trying to get that girl, either get her attention or get her back or what the fuck ever. That fucking song. It's great. And you're welcome. Samantha, when is the last time you made a mixtape? Well, okay, so that's kind of funny because now we've evolved. Nobody does mixtapes anymore or mix CDs. But one thing I do like to do, and I do this for friends. I do this, you know, just I've done this for quite a few people. Like, I'll make YouTube mixes and then just send them the link. Like, I make it a private YouTube mix, so you have to have the link to even find it, like the direct link. But I'll make mixes for people and be like, hey, here's some shit you need to check out. I love doing that stuff. One of my dream jobs, like from the time I was a little kid, when I figured out that this was actually a job, and maybe I should have pursued something like this, which now it wouldn't really matter, but the person who puts together soundtracks for movies, oh my God. Like, literally just put me in the editing room, let me watch the movie from start to finish, and I will tell you what songs need to be where to provide just the perfect backing for whatever movie it is that we're watching, you know? I totally think I would excel at that fucking job. I think it would be fantastic. But now, now things have changed, you know? Like, movies don't really have great specific soundtracks anymore. It's just they grab songs that are already on the radio. But if you remember, in like the 80s and 90s and even into the early 2000s, movies had specific soundtracks. Like, artists created songs specifically for this movie. And then the movie, aside from the movie coming out, they would also have to put out the CD soundtrack for the movie. Oh my God. Those were so fucking great. And in my opinion, just my opinion, which we all know is the only opinion that matters, the greatest movie soundtrack of all time is The Crow. The first Crow. Holy fucking shit. Second, Airheads. Third, CB4. There you go. There's your top 3 movie soundtracks of all time. And an honorable mention, we'll put it at 4th place, fucking Top Gun. Because I'm going to tell you right now, there's like 6 songs on there. If they don't get you jacked up, there's something wrong with you. Like, you're broken. Okay? But yeah, that's... you're welcome. Also, another we'll put in number 5. I'll have to have a tie for number 5. But the first Mortal Kombat movie and Hackers. Goddamn. Both of those. I have both of those soundtracks as a combined playlist on my phone, and it's literally called Mortal Hackers. And yeah, I love both of those soundtracks too. So anyway, moving on. Goddamn, I just talked a lot about it. You can tell I love music. Goddamn it, it makes me hard. All right, I got a chub happening right now. Okay. Thanks for that. Goddamn. All right, Russ, how excited are you for the new Universal Champion? Bray Wyatt totally deserves this. That's fucking awesome. I'm happy as hell for him. I haven't watched it yet. I need to. Yeah, it's fantastic. It's totally great. Hopefully they give him a lengthy run with the title. But yeah, it's super exciting, even though it should have happened a couple months ago. And WWE, of course, could fuck up a wet dream for whatever reason. But they corrected it. But then most of their SmackDown roster got stuck in Saudi Arabia. And that's what you get for going after blood money. No, it's fucking whatever. Russ, again. When are you going to come to grips with the fact that Sarah Logan is married to one of the Viking Raiders? You know what I come to grips with the facts of? That Rudy cockblocked me for so long that he allowed that situation to happen. This is fucking Rudy's fault. Okay? It's Rudy's fault that Sarah Logan and I are not married, making Viking babies, and potentially, like, just having our own little midget army to take over the world. And, I mean, Sarah Logan, she settled. We can all agree on that, right? She settled because she wasn't aware that I was trying to get her, and that's also Rudy's fault. AJ, when can we all kick Rudy balls for being a cockblock? Right now. I think we just tie Rudy up to a post and just make a giant conga line that stretches all the way down to Texas, and people just hey, and just boot Rudy right in the satchel. God, that would make me happy. Oh. I mean, I would laugh. I'm pretty sure most of you would too. Rudy's probably not going to have a good time, but we don't care if Rudy has a good time. Let's see. Russ. Oh, Jesus. How much could cocaine enhance the Juggernaut rape party? Exponentially? I mean, come on. It's already the Juggernaut rape party, but the Juggernaut rape party on cocaine? Whew. That's the now we gotta just jump into the meteors with never gonna stop the rape train, never gonna stop the fucking rape train, no. Woo woo. Yeah, that's, oh my God. I would be unstoppable. And everyone would live in constant fear, even more so than they do now. How does that make you feel, Russ? You should be nervous. Oh, also, as a side note, like, I went grocery shopping today, and I got this half gallon of pumpkin spice apple cider. And yes, I know, I'm a basic bitch. And yes, it's delicious. And no, I don't give a fuck. I'm going to take a drink right now. Oh my God. It is so fucking good. So good. I love this. I live for this shit. I love pumpkin spiced everything. Like, ladies, pumpkin spice your butthole. Bulldog will be there. Like a buffet. Goddamn. Pumpkin spice buttholes all day long. All right, let's see here. Where is the... I'm trying to find this goddamn... Okay, here we go. Got to get the rest of these questions. Jesus Christ, there are a lot. Oh, we're definitely going into overtime today. It's going to be like a full fucking show. AJ, to save your life, you have the choice of fucking a porcupine or a honey badger. Which one you choosing? Awfully bold of you to assume I haven't fucked both of those already. But the honey badger... I mean, the honey badger is going to put up more of a fight, right? It's all about the struggle, brother. You gotta find a sexual partner that's willing to put up that little bit of a fight. And a honey badger, yeah, it adds a degree of difficulty. It makes you appreciate it more when you finally bust that nut, or when that thing rips them off. Jesus. Erica, are you as excited for the Rage Against the Machine reunion tour as I am? If it had happened like 15 years ago, probably. I'm not one of those guys that gets super sentimental and excited about shit that I was excited for 20 years ago. When they're like, okay, guys, we're going to come back now and try to milk that money out of you. And I'm like, I'm good. I got all your good shit. And yeah, I'll just enjoy it at home. I can't do it. That's like, well, first of all, I was never an emo kid, so the whole My Chemical Romance thing, I can't name a single song by My Chemical Romance for you. I don't know anything about it. I don't give a fuck. But my suspicion is that I do know the lead singer's name is Gerard Way, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. This is my conspiracy theory. Gerard Way and Zach De La Rocha are actually friends, and Gerard Way and his boys in Chemical got together and they were like, oh man, let's do a reunion tour. Yeah, this would be great. We can line our pockets with all these dumb motherfuckers' money because you know they're going to be just so happy that we're coming back out. And then Gerard told Zach, he was like, dude, have you seen the response? Like, to the news that we're going back on tour, we're doing a reunion. And Zach De La Rocha goes, oh yeah? Watch this. And gets on his little fucking machine and starts typing, Rage is going back on tour in 2020. And Gerard Way's like, bruh, really? Because, yeah, Rage Against the Machine totally stomped My Chemical Romance in the excitement department for everybody, apparently. Because I saw a few My Chemical Romance things on my feed. When the Rage thing got announced, that's all my feed was. And I was like, Jesus Christ. You know what? Oh my God, my Rage Against the Machine has become a pawn for the government. See, they diverted all of your fucking attention. How crazy that Rage Against the Machine now is diverting everyone's attention from Jeffrey Epstein. And you all fell for it. See, everybody was starting to make headway with their Jeffrey Epstein memes, and now that doctor, the autopsy report came out that said he was strangled to death, and oh fuck, here we go. And then Rage Against the Machine is like, no, don't look over there, look over here. Maybe now it's Rage as the Machine. But to answer your question, no, I'm not really excited about it. I don't care one way or another. Taco John, when you use a ball gag, do you put peanut butter on it for the ladies like a Kong ball? No. What they're tasting with the ball gag in their mouth is none of my concern. I don't know. It's fine. It's fine. They're fine. And Erica says, and to piggyback off Taco John's question, if yes, is it to make sure anything they try to say around it is unintelligible? Hey, look, if you got a ball gag in your mouth and I can understand anything that you're saying, then that ball gag just simply isn't big enough, and we need to upgrade. So, yeah. Taco John, are you going to the Korn concert on February 2nd? Because me and Jenny are. Taco John, you need to refer to the answer to Erica's question about am I excited for Rage Against the Machine? And that will tell you my level of excitement for corn. I've seen corn like 6 or 7 times. I saw them in their prime. I don't need to see whatever this is. I don't care. Taco John, how many times have you snorted coke? How many times have you snorted coke out of Jew Boy's asshole? And don't lie, you know you have. Like, too many to count. I mean, come on. It's Jew Boy. Like, I'm pretty sure that if you just let his jizz dry and you chop it up and snort that too, you're going to be high as fuck for like a week. Okay? Because I'm pretty sure that dude's blood is at such a toxicity level that he could never volunteer for a transfusion, or like he couldn't donate blood to the Red Cross or whatever. Like, it probably just looks black in the bag at this point. I love you, Jew Boy. Taco John, why is Letterkenny the best show ever? How does the posse track on a Hemi work? We don't know. It just does. Letterkenny's fucking amazing. But the best show ever. Look, everybody's got their own thing. And for me, so in my opinion, the best comedy ever, the best comedy TV show is The Office. And after that, my sentimental favorite is Wings. I fucking love Wings so much. That show makes me so goddamn happy, and no, I don't give a fuck what anybody's negative opinion may be on it. Taco John, since Rudy is a cock-blocking dickhole with Sarah Logan, why haven't you given Bonnie Rotten the dick yet? Have you seen the dicks that Bonnie Rotten has taken? What the fuck am I going to do to compete with that? I mean, come on. You know, at some point, you just gotta admit to yourself, like, oh, well, look, there are professional athletes, and then there are guys that play basketball at the park on Saturday. And I am the guy that watches people play basketball at the park on Saturday. That's not even true. I'm the guy that doesn't even bother to leave the dungeon to go to the park to watch other people play basketball on Saturday. All right? So my hand can be Bonnie Rotten anytime I want it to be. And yeah, and she's very obedient for me. Taco John, does gag on it Glenda really gag on it, asking for a friend? And gag on it Glenda replied with a gif of this dude looking at the camera going, none your business. I personally don't know if gag on it Glenda gags on it, but I'm betting she does. I know that she's had cum shot up her nostril. That's about all I can tell. And she's not opposed to anal, so that's always a bonus in Bulldog's world, right? But as far as gagging on it, I think she does. I think she does have a gag reflex, and I think that's what we talked about, and that's why she got the name Gag on It Glenda. Taco John, which would be a worse nightmare for you? Porta potty sanitation worker or elementary school principal? Well, you're both of them. You're in a world of shit, aren't you? I couldn't do the porta potty sanitation thing. No, there's just like the shit thing. Yeah, see, that's gonna make me gag right there. I couldn't do that. I can fucking scream at your kids all goddamn day. I don't give a shit about your kids. Yeah, I think I'd be a much better school principal, elementary school principal. Actually, you know, I joke and like scream at kids all day. But anybody who knows me knows that fucking little kids love me. So I would probably be like a fantastic elementary school principal. And I know that a lot of you who don't know me, you're like, oh my God, he's so vulgar though and violent. Yeah, I'm not like that around little kids. Like, little kids love me, and I don't treat them like an afterthought. Like how most adults, if you go to hang out with your adult friends and their kids are there, you just kind of like, oh yeah, when a kid tries to talk to you. No, dude, I'm the motherfucker that will get down on the floor with your kids and play Legos and all that shit, and we're building castles, and I don't give a fuck what you're doing anymore. You're not my friend anymore. They are. Okay? Taco John, piggybacking into last week's 30 minutes of mayhem, how are we going to spread the gospel of Attila and Mushroomhead? And when are you going to introduce your listeners to the religion and worship of Bohunkus? Look. Bohunkus is something that probably needs to stay hidden. Like Jay Scott and I, we are the prophets of Bohunkus. And this planet, in the condition that it's in right now, is not prepared for the teachings of Bohunkus. Okay? So you need to not mention that again. As far as spreading the gospel of Attila and Mushroomhead, dude, it's the same as trying to spread the gospel of any band. You're like, look, I try to tell people about Clutch all the fucking time. Not very many people have probably ever taken the time to look up Clutch. I just gave you one of the greatest 80s songs that was ever written earlier in this show, To Paul, Heart and Soul. I guarantee the motherfuckers that don't know what that song is, I guarantee you 99.9% of them are not going to look up that fucking song. And they're not even going to bother. They're going to be like, oh, I don't want to listen to some Maybe shit. Oh, I'm going to listen to fucking skirt and fucking shit that makes you retarded. I'm pretty certain that about 40% of music that is produced today is not only done by retards, but it's for retards. And if you're not already retarded, it will make you retarded within 6 months if you listen to that shit every day. Gag on it, Glenda. What should I write for NaNoWriMo? NaNoWriMo. NaNoWriMo? I don't know what the fuck that is, lady. Why are you asking me weird-ass questions? Look, I'll answer anything. What should you write for them? I think you should write a period piece. And by that, I mean a piece about your period. Write about being a woman. Write about what cramps actually feel like and bleeding for days and not dying. And here's a question. This is a question that I have. Look, I know a lot about the female body and anatomy and what happens with, menstruation. However, here's a question that I don't have the answer to. If you use tampons, approximately how many tampons do you go through for your average period? I don't fucking know this. I've been in tons of relationships, like multiple relationships, just been with tons of women in my life, and I have no clue how many tampons a woman goes through during her period. Like, this is like how many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Roll Tootsie Pop? The world may never know. Are you using a whole box? Well, and not only that, some boxes, you get more in some boxes than others, right? Jesus Christ, I need to do a 30 minutes of mayhem with Gag on it Glenda so she can come in and answer all these questions that I have. That's what needs to happen. I need to fucking turn this show around and start asking you fuck some stupid ass questions and have you come on the fucking show and put you point blank where you got to answer this dumb shit. Gag on it, Glenda. What the hell is figgy pudding? Figgy, I don't give a shit. No, I was kidding. Figs are a fruit. If you don't know what a fig is, you might not know what a persimmon is. They're kind of similar. You ever had a fig Newton? Imagine pudding with the insides of a fig Newton. It's pretty goddamn good, right? Yeah. There you go. It's just not quite as dense and thick. Like my load. Gag on it, Glenda. Is Friendsgiving about orgies? Should it be? Well, it should be now. Why the... Oh, my God. I like that. Hey, somebody needs to do a Friendsgiving orgy and invite me and invite Nubsy, and we will host it. we will host your Friendsgiving orgy for you. Oh, God. And we'll do commentary. I'm really good at commentary. Okay. Gag on it, Glenda. Will there be another Savage Claus special? It's funny you asked that because I was just thinking about that this past week. Like, man, we haven't done Savage Claus. We only did it the first year. The Savage Christmas special. And I was thinking about getting a hold of you and Manny and Nubsy this time, and maybe see if Tucker wants to see if we can actually come up with something, because we got about a month and a half to put something together if we start right now, just throwing ideas out instead of like the last time where I basically wrote it that day while you two were sitting there and then we recorded everything, which the Savage Christmas special is still pretty fucking great. And I put together all those fucking samples and sound clips. I think I did a pretty goddamn good job on it, especially if people were to know that I actually did that in like all of it in like 3.5 hours, and then we just sat there and recorded that shit right then. I'm still pretty proud of that, and that's a very overlooked episode of this show. And Savage Claus is fantastic, and I should probably do another Christmas song. Bruce, woman on top or kept in their place, tied and covered in nacho cheese sauce, and masturbated with a cut habanero pepper. Good times. And Sledge replied to that with, you forget the Pepto bath afterward, you cad. Bruce, you're a whole different animal, brother. Like, I've known you for a long time, and you're a special man, and I appreciate you. You're crazy as fuck. But I like a woman on top, and I like a woman kept in her place. But her place for me, like, your definition of her place and my definition of her place are two different things. Like, you talking about like rubbing cuts with habanero peppers, and me, I'm talking about, putting her flat on her stomach and shoving my cock in her ass and putting my hand over her mouth. And can't say the safe word like that, can you? I'm kidding, kind of. Gag on it, Glenda. Are you turtly enough for the Turtle Club? I'm the turtliest, motherfucker. Okay? The turtliest. There's a turtle club in the world that would deny me membership. Gag on it, Glenda. How should we measure intelligence in this country? Well, we know we can't do it by college degrees, and you can't really use SAT scores or standardized testing, because some of the smartest people in the world are also some of the biggest dipshits in the world. Here I am. How the fuck do you measure intelligence? See, this is actually a really good question. We could have a really good discussion on the main show about this. Because if you think about it, you can't really measure intelligence. Because, okay, me, when it comes to computer tech, I'm very intelligent, very proficient. But when it comes to mechanics of a car, that's not my thing. I'm not going to excel there. I don't know. Special theorized physics, quantum mechanics, things like that. I'm very much into that. Geology, not my thing. Wasn't it Einstein that said, if you judge a goldfish by his ability to climb a tree, he will go spend his entire life believing he's stupid. And so I don't think intelligence can be measured. Even an IQ test, it's standardized, it's centralized, it's compartmentalized. It doesn't work. Because while you may have problem solving in one area, well, maybe you're neglecting what this person can relate to. So, yeah, fuck. It should be measured by penis size, in which case I'm still dumb as fuck, so never mind. Gag on it, Glenda. Have you ever put donuts on your penis and let a girl snack while giving you a blowjob? Hey, look. This is one thing I can say. If you could get donuts on my dick, there wouldn't be a lot of them that you could stack up on there. But my dick is fat enough that I can't put donuts on it, okay? I'm thick. All right? He's a thick boy. So, no, I've never had a girl snack donuts off my cock. If they made some fatter whole donuts, I might be able to make that happen. But as it is, they're just gonna break when I put them on. Like it's gonna rip them. That's what I do to buttholes. Oh, hold on. Taco John commented on that and said, to add on to that, since another term for a BJ is getting brain, wouldn't this trick be food for thought? Shut up, Taco John. God damn it. I want to kick you in the junk right now. By the way, Jenny, you're settling, slumming it. We all know it. Taco John, when you're hitting it from behind, have you ever had the urge to scream that's some damn good coffee or hug it, chug it football all night? No. When I'm hitting it from behind, I like to scream, Epstein didn't kill himself! You're welcome. Taco John, have you ever been frosted like a chocolate cake? Fuck no. Nope. And I have administered a lot of anal sex, and no. If that were to happen, there's probably going to be a murder. Taco John, if you had a time machine and could go back in time, three women, who you marrying, who's getting the dick, and who's getting deader than a doornail? Oh, okay, I see. You want me to do fuck, marry, kill with three... Fuck, I don't know. Oh, I don't know. It would all be Scarlett Johansson. I'd fuck her. I'd marry her. Fuck her some more. Then I'd kill her. I might be kidding. Gag on it, Glenda. If every time you ate meat, the animal's whole life and feelings flashed before your eyes, would you still eat it? Fuck, yes, I would. Holy shit. That would be awesome. Well, unless it's one of those, like, ooh, see, then there's the meat processing places, and damn, I don't know. That'd be kind of rough. I mean, ugh. Okay, let me ask you a question. Gag on it, Glenda. What if every time you sucked a dick, you got to experience every fucking where that it's ever been in a flash? Would you still gag on it? Taco John, are you in the business of giving people the business because business is booming, boy? Always. Taco John, will you be dressing up as Carl from Aqua Teen Hunger Force next year for Halloween? Because if not, you should. Hey, this is Carl of Aqua Teen Hunger Force, and this is my stone cold lock of the century of the week. Man, I missed that fucking show. I wish they'd bring it back. Carl's so fucking great. Samuel, are you participating in No Nut November? No. Never. I don't understand who would do that. And why? Why? Yeah, that's what I need to know. Not if you're doing it. Why the fuck would you ever do it? No Nut November. I was already married, thanks. Samuel, you mentioned that you love turkey during the holidays, but what are your least favorite foods at Thanksgiving and Christmas? I hate homemade stuffing. And I know everybody's like, oh my God, how can you say that? You know why? Because Stovetop perfected that shit like 30 fucking years ago, and it is amazing. Stovetop. If Bulldog is coming to Thanksgiving, I don't care if you want to make homemade stuffing for everybody else, just make sure you got a box of Stovetop and you cook that shit just for me. I'll eat that motherfucker, okay? I love Stovetop stuffing. When things have been done properly for you, you do it that way. Okay? It's the best way. And that the fucking salty bread pudding that you people call stuffing, you can eat it out of my ass for all I care. Gag on it, Glenda. Thoughts on the president moving his family to Palm Beach? I don't give a fuck where he goes. I don't care. Is Trump still president? It's 2019. Yeah, I'm not even paying attention to that bullshit anymore. I don't even care. Get some more pumpkin spice apple cider. I don't understand why anybody gives a fuck about the president. Ooh, we're going to impeach him. I'd heard about that. Ooh, we're going to impeach him and have him removed from office. Really? You idiots haven't... Because everybody outside of the state of Indiana obviously doesn't know a goddamn thing about Mike Pence. Oh, yeah. If you thought Trump was bad, just wait. Things are going to get interesting. No, they're not. I don't give a fuck. Gag on it, Glenda. Thoughts on women creating these reindeer boob sweaters for the holidays? What? I love any kind of shirt that allows a boob to be out. Like, I love body stockings with boob holes where they just come through. Or like the corsets or lingerie and stuff that have like the open boobs, but also like them covered like by fishnet. I fucking, oh god, it's so wonderful. The male version of hold on, Sledge. Sledge covered it for me in his reply to her. Frosty the Snowman underwear with a painted carrot out of a surgically placed underwear hole. I think you meant strategically placed, but anyway, surgically placed works. Underwear hole would be the option, I'd think. I concur. Very well done, sir. Jenny, and this is Taco John's woman, Jenny, for all of you that don't know. Jenny, have you ever had a Coyote Ugly moment when you woke up one morning? I know I have, and no, it's not Taco John. Sweetheart, you don't have to lie. Like, I've woken up next to Taco John, and I wanted to chew off both of my arms, even the one that wasn't trapped under him, just to get away. Okay? I know your pain, sweetheart, and it's not going to last forever. You're going to find a way out of this, okay? I promise. And Taco John, you know, I know he's not me. I know he's close. It's like having a retarded bulldog. I get it. It's a consolation prize. But, you know, eventually it's just you're gonna hit the wall, and you're gonna be like, man, he really is a retarded version of bulldog, and I can't do this anymore. But by then, when that actually happens, it's going to be way too late, and you're going to be like, Jesus Christ, I fell in love with him. Why am I here? And you're just stuck with him at that point. So you better get out quick before you fall in love, because once you fall in love with Taco John, there's no coming back. It's all over. That's... I love you guys. Have I ever had a Coyote Ugly moment? No. Because I have rules. I have never taken a woman home from a bar that I met like that night, like, and being drunk and all. No, nope. Now, once I had been married for about 6 months, then I was in the Coyote Ugly position. I was like, God damn, I got to get away from her. No, I'm just kidding. But no, I've never actually been the random hookup from a bar type thing. No, that's not my forte. Random hookups from social media. Oh yeah, all goddamn day. And now the final question. The final question of the day comes from Butta, and he goes, "Do I smell new shoes? What's really good in your car?" That's awesome. All right. Well, that's it for 30 minutes of mayhem. But hey, let me tell you guys something real quick before I head out of here. So I'm thinking about doing another offshoot of the podcast and doing a show, bringing on different friends of mine that all suffer as well or deal with different aspects of mental illness. But thinking about doing a show about mental health and mental illness, maybe once a week or once every other week, or just depending on when people's schedules are available. So keep your eyes and ears open for that. But other than that, I hope everybody has a wonderful weekend and may it be filled with butt sex and laughter. In that order. This is the Bulldog Unchained podcast. I'm your host, King of Villains, Bulldog Malenko. This has been 30 Minutes of Mayhem. Later.